What's going on, you fabulous savages? It's your friendly neighborhood Uncle Beast, part of the Brook Gaming Family Creator Program. Now, I know that there are several gamers out there that are just not a fan of playing on controller when it comes to playing on console. Or maybe they're just so used to playing on mouse and keyboard. That's all they know. Well, guys, I have here, courtesy of the Brook family, an engineering sample of the upcoming awesome as hell Sniper 2. Now, Beast, what's that in your hand? What is that supposed to do? Well, let's cut to the chase. This is going to give you full support for mouse and keyboard with two USB-C outs for power and to connect to your console. All the consoles have usually two USB ports on the back in order to connect to. And realistically, you're going to be able to run mouse and keyboard on your home console. You gotta love what Brooks is going to be hitting you with. Accommodations on all sides. Nonetheless, let's break this down and let's run through it and put a couple of games to the test. I've got plenty incoming to show you. Stick around. Alright guys, so right now I've got Metroid Prime 4 running on the Nintendo Switch 2 via a Logitech G203 mouse and an Alla F103 keyboard. First off, when you initially get this, you're going to want to go into the options. Which, going into the options, you're going to hit tab. And then you're going to use the Q key to operate as your L. Head over to settings. Use the C button, which acts as A. And make your way over to camera. Now, rule of thumb for all mouse users. Regularly, what we prefer to do is set the DPI on the mouse as high as humanly possible. Then adjust the in-game sensitivity. Then what you want to do is set your stick inversion to enable on Y. Because if you pull the mouse down, the camera is going to go up. If you push it forward, the camera is going to go down. Actually, it's reverse. Back is going to pull you down. Forward is going to pull you up. So just for the sake of transparency. Spacebar is mapped to B. So your cancel button. And oddly enough, that's your jump button. And then your C, or rather your A button, is going to be your shot. But mobility-wise, this feels awesome. You'll just have to take your time utilizing the application in order to set up the control config to your liking on the application. So far, I'm getting all my shots off really well. This game is very emphasizes on there's a lot of emphasis on mobility work. Definitely so far so good. Double jump off this platform. Not a lot of enemies. This is very early game. Rather, I want to say the first like 10-20%. Tapping the R button is going to get you to put into a morph ball. But everything is very responsive. And I haven't unlocked any of the speed boosts yet, so please don't crack jokes on me just yet. But just keep in mind, when connected to the Nintendo Switch 2, you just want to make sure wired USB for Pro controllers is set to on. That's for the Sniper 2 to make an effortless connection to your mouse and keyboard setting. Alright folks, I've got my Series X connected to the Sniper 2, and for the Series X you got to keep in mind you have to connect one of your first party controllers to the Sniper for the sake of controller verification. And yes, you can, you know, cross interact between the pad and the mouse and keyboard. So
will you stick around?
Now, once again,
so I can keep your
thankfully,
wings a little longer.
you don't have to change any of the inversion settings. Everything just snaps as is. Buttons are still relatively the same. However, C is allowing me to crouch. Ooh-wee. Shift is allowing me to sprint. And I suppose the only thing that's left to do is head on over to wherever there's an option tab. I haven't spent that much time on Wolfenstein like I should have, but ooh-wee. Yeah, definitely haven't played much of the Wolfenstein New Colossus because I only have it on my Series X. Mouse and keyboard definitely seems to be working. Of course, you have to do your due diligence with getting your sensitivity settings properly set up. So. Oh no. Well, I'm dead. Now the X key is going to be R.
So I can keep your...
Ah, there we go. Now once again, definitely disable aim assist.
Wings a little longer.
Yep. Players will definitely have to do their due diligence. Regards to mouse and keyboard settings. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Pick up all the goodies and then carry on. It's not working. Everything is working as it should. Just slide into jump. Alright y'all, so we got the PS5 hooked up. The first thing you want to do when you connect your Sniper 2, and of course you're going to need a PS5 controller OEM, is you want to set your communication to use USB cable. This is going to ensure you get a connection to the Sniper 2 to your mouse and keyboard respectfully. Now we're going to head on over to the main. I've got my mouse and keyboard set up proper, and we're going to start up Returnal. I definitely don't have that much progress, but heck, let's ball out. All right, now we're in game, so let's have a look around. I have not made any adjustments to my sensitivity. For my sensitivity
Abandoning
settings.
Helios. Heading towards
But this
White
feels
Shadow broadcast.
amazing. Keep in mind, this is stock. As usual,
This
as I
forest
mentioned
contains extensive
earlier,
ruins of a xenotech
you're going to want to set your
civilization.
DPI
Ancient walls, foundations,
to-
and statues.
Still got to get used to how these buttons are mapped out. Tab brings up that. Shift. No use of Alt. So the one key is for set to triangle.
Scout log. Atropos. I have found a deceased Astra Scout here. Checking identification on...
We can fire. We can reload. Very good. Can't go that way just yet. And once again, folks, no changes have been made to my settings. However, with the app, you'll be able to make whatever changes with your playstyle and accommodate the buttons that you need for the best gaming experience humanly possible.
Hostile fauna dispatched.
Scout log. Especially considering that different
Recorded log
games
found.
have a different
Adding to
button
databank.
for
Playing
picking
back
up
now.
items and reloading,
Scout log.
etc.
Atropos. Elapsed time 30 minutes since last crash. Whole areas of this forest are rearranging themselves like a fluid puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return, per Astra protocol, I will not be recovered until I reach the broadcast signal. If you're hearing this, you are stuck here too.
I don't remember recording that.
Mouse and keyboard on modern consoles. That's a dream come true, especially if you want to play the exclusives. Now my dash map too. My dash is mapped to C, so. Okay. What? And I'm dead.
Security system encountered.
The next section. be low, but it's never going to be zero. Definitely an impressive piece of hardware. Is this Sniper 2, and this is just the pre-production unit. But nonetheless, once again, the golden rule of thumb is to fine-tune your settings simply by going by the controller sensitivity options, maxing them out, and then turning them down to where you feel comfortable. Well, guys, that's going to be the review for the upcoming Brook Sniper 2. It's going to be in your hands really soon. I believe Brook is going to be accepting pre-orders any day now, or once they go live, just check their social media pages and just grab you one today or whenever it should release. It should be relatively soon. Nonetheless, I'm your friendly neighborhood Uncle Beast, representing the Brooks Gaming family, and I'm going to check you guys out on the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye then.